I have an order to buy the 43 low. I'll pull the order if we test up to the 43 close first and then come down and fill it. So I think it's a reasonable buy the close rally. And I think we'll test the 43 close. But I'm hoping that we test below 43 first and then go there. I've been trying to buy below strong bull bars all day and just haven't been filled. After bar 12, I tried to buy every single one. I didn't buy 18. I was waiting at the 17 low and the breakout point and couldn't get filled. And then here, 40 bar 41, 42, tried to buy, couldn't get filled. So just a relentless bull trend. And climactic, and I often let these go just because of how far they've already traveled. But I think this is strong enough to at least test the high close. And so I think it's still reasonable to buy if it can fill me before testing back up. Even though I haven't done much today, still feel pretty exhausted by this trend just because I'm constantly trying to buy, constantly analyzing each bar, seeing if I should buy a pullback or buy the close. It just gets really tiring. And then still trying to analyze the market to see if it's worth being long, if it's a trap. Even though I didn't get filled, I'm still pretty tired. So I got filled there, not in a promising way. I ripped through my order, fell an extra 4 points. So it could be a climax. Definitely a possibility. I want to see what 46 and 47 look like. Based on the 15-minute chart and the 5-minute chart, this breakout is strong enough. I think we'll get a second leg up. I have an order to buy more at the 41 low. Even if 46 closes like this, bears will need one more bar, the size of 46, to convince bulls that this is a climax. So I had an order to buy more at the 41 low, and my target is now at the 46 high, not at the 43 close, because after 3 bear bars and 46 being strong, probably sellers above there. I don't know if they come in right at the high, but after 3 bear bars, I want to exit there because I think even if we get there, more likely that we go sideways and possibly down for one more leg down before getting trend resumption. So looking to exit there now. So in these types of situations, sometimes we stall at the open of that 3rd bear bar, and sometimes we stall at the high of the 3rd bear bar. That's not a good high one, 47, coming after 3 bear bars. So probably sellers somewhere above. But usually that sellers above is at the open or the high of that 3rd bear bar. So I'm expecting us to go at least a little bit higher before we test down. So we didn't quite reach the open of the 3rd bear bar or the high, and we sold off earlier than that. But now that we've got the sell-off and the second leg down after these 3 bear bars, I put my target back up at the high close. I was only looking to exit at that 3rd bear bar because I thought there'd be sellers in that area for another test down. But now that we have it already, the next move up might be the one that gets to the high close. So that's the logic behind that. So for bears to reverse this leg up, they need either a double top bear flag, a tight trading range, lower high double top bear flag that breaks lower, or a tight channel and endless pullback that breaks to the downside. Unless we get those 2 options. If we don't get either of those 2 things, then we're probably going to test up for a second leg from this. So I think the odds still favor the bulls for a second leg up. Based on where we are now for the bears, I think they need to get up to test 48 one more time and then have the bulls fail again to form a lower high double top bear flag. So this is the 6th bar after my entry. I entered on 46, and this is the 6th bar right now on 52. So if we don't make significant progress, close above 51 and somewhere up here, I'm just going to exit at the market. Usually I like this to hit my target within 6 bars. And if it's not doing that, then it could be doing something different. So I need to see some progress here. Because now we have the double top bear flag with 48. And so if the bulls can't get the breakout, then the more it goes sideways, the more it enters a little bit of a 50-50 market. And I lose the edge a little bit. So we'll see what 52 looks like when it closes. But if it closes anywhere under 51, I'm just going to exit at the market. So exited right there on the close of 52. Lost a couple points there. So just took my re-entry there above bar 62. My initial position here didn't do what I needed it to do. Looks like we needed a deeper pullback. We got it, and then the bears tried to get their breakout and follow through for an endless pullback. and 61 was that chance for the Bears. They failed on 62. 62 closed above the moving average. So re-entering that position above 62, looking for the high close. So that's a good entry bar for the Bulls on 63. It's the first time we've had a strong entry bar in the entire bull flag. 47 was a high one, but bear bar. And then 50 was a second entry buy, but 51 closed below the midpoint. 53 was a signal bar, but bear bar after it. 56, same thing. 58, same thing. So 60 and 62 and 63 are a change of character for this bull flag. And we've also broken above a lower high in the bull flag. So I think that makes the odds slightly better for the bulls. The price right now is about halfway to my target. And I think it's more likely to go up to the high close than it is to go below 61 at this point. But because this is a pretty tight spiking channel, bull flag, it's possible that we stall up here for a double top bear flag. But 43 close is a pretty obvious magnet and a reasonable buy the close. So I'm going to leave it there and see if we stall at these highs. But I think that's the 43 close is the obvious magnet here. So I ended up exiting there at the 51 high, stalling there for too long. That's 2 legs up in a possible trading range. If this wasn't as tight, I feel more comfortable holding for the high close. But because of how tight it is, this could be the high of the range. And I gave it 4 minutes, and it just couldn't hold above there, so I'm okay with that. I think it's around 8 points that I made there, or 7 points. So I'm going to be done for the day, up a little bit over $20. This is break even. This, I think I lost a point and a half. And then this one was about 7 points, 7 or 8 points. So I hope you all had a good trading day. Today was a little bit tough, even though we moved so much. I found it to be a slow day for me because I just couldn't get filled. So I hope you all did better, and hopefully tomorrow's better as well.